So what we have is a SQL database. We've got parts as a table and names as a table. So just running the names query quickly. There's a few names in the table, nothing serious. Then we go to the part numbers table. We execute the top line query, and it returns from the database the part numbers, stock levels, fault codes, and corrective actions. Now, when we run the program, up pops the PySite 6 graphical user interface GUI. I add a name to the database. It's successful. Then I fetch the names from the database and it displays it in a table. I go back to the database. I run the names query and I just check if that actually did write it to the database. You can see Johnny at the bottom. So that worked. Then we open up the parts section. There's all our part numbers. We can add a new part number. Let's call it LP9. The stock level is 888. The fault code, it's blinking. We can say it's error 77. And the corrective action can be a document, a video link, a set of instructions, or a simple text comment, which is what I'm adding here. Reset and change the battery. We add that to the database. Yep, it's added and it displays in the GUI. And we can also double check if it actually wrote to the database. We run the query again. The first line, go and you can see at the bottom ID number 10 was added with the stock level and fault code. Let's go back to the graphical user interface that the customer would use. We can go to the chatbot. It asks, send me the part number that you want to check out. We say minor 3, send that. It asks, we found it. What do you want to know? Stock inquiry or fault code inquiry? Stock inquiry, we've got 58 units in stock. Let's check that against the database. 58 units in stock. Fine, it returns the same number from the database. Question about the same part number. Now we want to know the fault code issue. So there's issues, one known fault code. We type in 1, error smoke. We type in 1. We send that to the chatbot and it returns the corrective action, which is turn off and run away. Then we can select if we want to, so that ties up with the database. Now we can select if we want to know something about a different part. It asks, what's the part number? Let's say LP2, send that to the bot. Stock issue, please. We've got 255 in stock, thank you. That ties up. We ask a question about the same part. Fault code issue this time. We've got one fault code registered in our database called blinking. We type in 1, we send it to the chatbot and it returns the corrective action is reflash. Okay, so double check that against the database. Everything fine. So this is an extremely simple chatbot that we can deploy. We've got the code, it works, PySite 6 and Python.